Welcome everybody to this chat show Face to Face. This is the second season of this program. We launched this program in the year 2020. And before proceeding further, let me tell you something about Delhi Metropolitan Education. This is an institution which is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. We have 4 schools in DME. One is this media school, and then there is management school and law school. We offer 4 academic programs, that is BA JMC, BBA, BA LLB, and BBA LLB. And to talk about DME Media School, as I told you already, we offer this bachelor's program, which is a 3 years program. And this is one media school which is completely distinct from all other schools, because we do a lot of such things which nobody can even think of. And if I can talk about other schools, we always do such kind of things which are the need of the hour and which is actually necessary to cater to our students. And that is how, when last year this COVID-19 struck in the month of March, we switched over to online education. We even decided to produce lectures in the digital mode, and we provided all those lectures to our students. So we tried to do all kinds of things which were necessary to keep pace with the changing technology, to keep pace with the changing time. And we can call it that the whole DMU was converted into a digital campus. This year again, when this second wave of COVID-19 struck, which was actually horrible to all of us, and then we tried to slightly shift our strategy, wherein we tried to take care of our students in whichever way it was possible, be it the examination conduct, be it the classes, and be it the other kind of facilities which we could think of would have to be provided to the students. So DME that way is a completely a distinct institution in the committee of institutions which exist in Delhi and NCR. Let us know more about DME. In DME, we believe in engagement and empowerment of students. And since the time this COVID-19 struck in 2020, we intensified this whole process.
For the education sector, it was a big challenge. At DME, our small dynamic team decided to take this challenge head on.
We organize different kind of programs, different webinars, wherein the distinguished people from the industry and other walks of life, they are invited to interact with the students. We try to keep them engaged in taking out newsletter, writing stories, editing stories, and not only that, they make posters, they make cartoons, they write pieces for the newsletter.
Mentoring Cell at DME is a very unique feature in the ecosystem of education. While the subject teachers forge the knowledge domain strongly, it is the mentors who reach out to students in difficult times. During pandemic, when our students faced loss of their loved ones, home isolation, and several other family issues, mentors ensured that students remain cheerful, lively, and stay connected with us.
We have ensured that our students are treated with compassion, warmth, and gentle touch. And it has been our endeavor to treat all the academic activities of our students, which includes PSDA, internal assignment, and various other curricular activities accordingly.
Research Cell also pays huge emphasis on interdisciplinary nature of research. In order to promote this, the research centers of the Research Cell were also motivated to join with each other and conduct research activities for students, faculties within DME and outside DME.
While the strong academics and great industry connect is building great lawyers, media persons, and managers at DME, we at Mentoring Cell are enabling these future leaders to be compassionate, emotionally strong, and resilient for any times to come.
We empower the students All the schools of DME, they have their students council. In DME Media School, this council is part. They organize the program themselves, they take their own decisions, and they mobilize the students for all the good cause.
Art has the power to unite and connect during the times of crisis. Bringing people together, sharing, soothing and inspiring are powers of art, which have been made empathically obvious by the DME cultural societies during the COVID-19 pandemic. By taking different innovative approaches in organizing various virtual competitions and events in which the students of DME have taken part with great enthusiasm and proved that DMEians are unstoppable.
Care with compassion is motto of DME. During Corona period, we were always with our students. Their well-being is primary for us. We take care of our students.
We met the expectations of the students, of the parents and above all of the industry. The placements this year were better than those of the previous years. DME is committed to supporting its students in all possible ways.
Welcome back to Face to Face. So moving on, let us tell something more about DME Media School. DME Media School organizes every year 2 flagship programs. One is the International Conference ICANN and the other is International Film Festival SIFI. We have already organized 4 editions of ICANN and the last edition happened in the month of July. This was a 10-day digital live conference, which was the first in the world. And we organized this in collaboration with the Deakin University, Melbourne, Australia. Similarly, we organized this SIFI, the 2nd edition, in the month of December last year, and the 3rd edition is going to happen in the 1st week of December this year. Besides that, we organize so many other activities, like we organize the BG Varghese lecture series. We also organize the Media Fest, Vritika, and this year it's going to happen in the month of October. So that is how we believe that no learning is better than whatever is learned by doing the things, and wherein the students are taking up the things themselves and taking their own decisions. So regarding this particular program, Face to Face, this is a chat show and this is the most unique program that anybody would have ever conceived and executed. In this program, the dean is interacting with the 3 students since this is a 3 years program, BJAMC. So in this program, we pick up 1 student from 1 year, 1 semester. So there are 3 batches at the moment, though this corona has disturbed the academic sessions in one way or the other, but then there are students who belong to 2018 batch who have already appeared in their examination and their result is awaited. Another batch is 2019 batch. The students of this batch have entered the 5th semester and their classes are going to start the next week. And then we have 2020 batch, which joined last year and which actually joined during the corona period, and admissions happened very late and we could start the classes at the fag end of the year, and they are now entering into 3rd semester. So that is the whole composition of the 3 students who are there in today's session. But let us introduce these 3 students formally. So let us know more about them. Welcome back again to face. Now everybody has now made out as to who all are there with us. So from the senior most batch, we have with us Mohsin Alqab. He was there in the first season as well. And then we have Aditi Katyal with us, who was also incidentally in the last season of Face to Face. And then we have a new face, Pranjali Shrivastava. She is from the junior most batch, and she is for the first time participating in Face to Face. So welcome everybody to this edition of Face to Face. So as it has been customary that we always start interacting with a senior most person. So initiating the discussion with Mohsin first. So Mohsin, you have been in DME for the last 3 years. And as the luck has happened that for the last 1.5 years, you are not there on the campus, though you are associated with us digitally, but then obviously the campus life is missing. And then the kind of things which have happened during the 1.5 year after this corona entered into our life. So everybody has been disturbed in one way or the other. So my first question to you will be that in this phase of the pandemic, how this pandemic has affected you, your family members, your near and dears. So what all you can say about this?
Thank you, sir. And it would be my privilege, of course, to share what has been my experience during the lockdown. So basically, sir, I'm a descendant from Assam. So I had to shift back from Noida towards Assam. So Assam, there I had to interact with various things which are regarding with my family, which is regarding my career, my studies, exams, and everything which is related to a man's career. But sir, in this pandemic, I got the opportunity to explore myself in a very detailed manner, as in what my abilities are, what my interests are, or what my passions can do for me in the future course of time. As in, I developed a skill called the content writing, for which also I am glad to say that I have a job as of today. And I had developed my content writing skills basically in the age of lockdown. And apart from that, sir, my family had to go through a lot because, sir, if we speak about the ration and the things which we need in a daily basis, so it was really tough for us to get it because of the lockdown and because of the curfew, especially. Rest assured, sir, I guess this lockdown has made me realize one thing, that the new normal is the digital edge as of today. So the digital bridge that is between the underprivileged and the privileged among us, that needs to be bridged as of today. And if that is done in a very tactful manner, I guess we can proceed at least, or at least think of a better tomorrow towards the new normal.
Okay, so
that would be it.
Yeah, so according to you, this whole phase, this whole COVID-19 was a disaster to you or to others, and or would you like to look at as an opportunity?
Well, to be frank, sir, the COVID-19 actually is a very hypothetical term to be explained in terms of being benefited or being deprived of certain facilities. But to be honest, and on a subjective point of view, I would like to say that this COVID-19 pandemic has put me inside my home. I have been inside my home for days or maybe months, and now it's a year. And unfortunately, in that matter of time, I got to learn. At least I got to own what skills I had, and I got to develop certain interpersonal skills. And rest assured, sir, this pandemic has also made me realize that nevertheless, we may be inside our homes. We may not be going to the office, doing the 10 to 7 job and fill our stomachs with the money we get at the end of the month. But sir, from work, regarding the work or maybe regarding anything that is related to our life, we can do it from our homes itself. Because digital, it's the age of digitization, and digitization is like, it's prevalent as of today. So I'm being brutally honest, sir. Please forgive me for that. But the thing is that COVID-19 actually, I'm not in a certain position to answer actually that it has benefited me or made me devoid. Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to Aditi. Aditi, you were there in the college for 1.5 semester, and then 2 semesters have gone into this lockdown and all kind of restrictions, and you people are not coming to the college and all online education and all. That is one phase. And the other aspect is since I mean, every second person I found was affected, was positive as far as COVID-19 is concerned. So can you tell us whether this COVID-19 affected you or your family or anybody close to you in some way or the other?
Actually, it affected me a lot. Like, I lost someone in this, and my Masi died due to Corona. So my family wasn't in a very bad situation. My mother is in like depression. My nanny is also in that stage. तो मेरे लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये पहले बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी थी जहाँ मैं कुछ सीख पा रही थी, कुछ नया लर्न कर पा रही थी. बट जैसे जैसे टाइम बीता एंड इन द सेकेंड वेव आई डोंट थिंक सो कि वो मेरे लिए अच्छा गया, क्योंकि वो एक ऐसा पीरियड था कि मैं अपनी सब फैमिली को सपोर्ट कर रही थी. क्योंकि वो एक ऐसा पीरियड था कि मैं बोलना भी नहीं चाहती, बहुत बुरा पीरियड था. आई लॉस्ट सो मेनी पीपल, नॉट 1 2 3 आई थिंक सो, उससे भी ज्यादा. बट जो क्लोज थे वो सबसे ज्यादा क्लोज थे. अब खैर मैं कुछ कहना नहीं चाहती इस चीज पे, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो कि मेरे लिए कोविड-19 और ये पैंडेमिक वाला सिचुएशन अच्छा रहा. मेरे लिए ये एक थ्रेट ही था एक टाइम पे.
So what all you have been doing during this period? I mean, besides your studies.
In the first period, like जब first lockdown हुआ, तो I was doing internships. Like I did almost 2 internships. उसके बाद classes, college, and then I'm also in Radio Society, in theater also. But in the second lockdown, I don't think so मैंने कुछ नहीं किया उस period में. I was just supporting my family because of this shitty corona. क्योंकि मैं something मतलब कोई एक आपके बहुत close person जब आप होते हो तो it was a very bad terms on a very bad note. क्योंकि my sister was also a single child and she lost her mother, so it was really not nice for me.
So I believe you will also be in a fix if I ask you that whether it was a disaster, it was something bad which happened, or was it an opportunity? Would you be able to answer this?
Not now, sir. Actually, sometimes it was an opportunity. I'm not saying in this starting period it was an opportunity, because मैं वहाँ सीख रही थी कुछ नया. I was giving time to my skills, कुछ नया सीखने का था. But अभी एक situation ऐसा आया कि जहाँ तो I don't think so ये मेरे लिए अच्छा था कि बुरा था. But ठीक है, जो भी था, but it was not. मैं इस पे कुछ बोलना नहीं चाहूँगी.
Okay. So moving on to Pranjali. Pranjali, I will put up the same question to you. What impact this COVID-19 made on your life or on the life of your family members or your close relatives? If you can tell us something about that.
Sir, first of all, good evening and thank you for this opportunity. Sir, COVID-19 ने positive, negative दोनों किया है impact. Negative is just that financial problem थी बहुत ज़्यादा जब लास्ट ईयर हुआ था, और जो अभी अप्रैल जो गया 2021 अप्रैल, उसमें मैंने बहुत लोगों को कोविड, मतलब हमारी फैमिली में कुछ ज़्यादा लोगों को कोविड हो गया था. बट सर पॉजिटिव देखा जाए तो स्टार्टिंग में मेरे लिए ये था कि मैं आज तक 12th तक किचन में सिर्फ चाय बनाना चाहती थी. बट कोविड ने मुझे खाना बनाना तक सिखा दिया था स्टार्टिंग में, क्योंकि बाहर से कुछ था ही नहीं. तो एक्सपेरिमेंट ही होते रहते थे घर पे, कभी ये कभी वो कभी ये वो. और कोविड ने ये भी मतलब एक चीज थी, मुझे नहीं पता था मैं इतनी अच्छी ड्राइंग भी करती हूँ. मतलब उसके कोविड ने वो भी दिखाया कि आर्टिस्ट मतलब एक बोर होते होते एटलीस्ट डू समथिंग. तो मैंने कुछ स्टार्ट किया. स्टार्ट करते करते मुझे खुद को बिलीव नहीं हुआ कि क्या मैं इतनी अच्छी ड्राइंग करती हूँ. तो मतलब बहुत पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव से दोनों इम्पैक्ट हुए थे.
तो अब मतलब खाना बनाना तुमने सीख लिया, तो पूरे घर के लिए खाना तुम ही बनाती हो?
सर मतलब वो चीजें लाइक जो बाहर से, जैसे कि नॉट ऑलवेज, बट हाँ कभी सी मम्मा को कोई प्रॉब्लम, मतलब व्रत हुआ या कुछ ऐसा, तो उस दिन ये डेफिनेटली मैं ही बनाती हूँ.
तो क्या क्या बनाना सीख लिया तुमने?
सर सब्जी आती है, आटे का हलवा आता है, और मतलब यही सब.
So if I ask you to look back, I mean, this 1.5 year, so this Khana Banana is one, but then what all you learned during this year academically, otherwise?
So आफ्टर दिस रिजल्ट जब हुआ कि अब करियर पे डिसाइड करना है, तो फिर मैंने या मास कम्युनिकेशन चूज किया, फिर उसकी वजह से एंट्रेंस के लिए पढ़ना पड़ा। तो एंट्रेंस में बुक्स से तो इतना समझ में नहीं आ पा रहा था, तो फिर यूट्यूब पे देखा कोडिंग। फिर जब जब प्रमोद सर ने समझाया तब याद आया, हाँ ये मैंने उस टाइम पढ़ा था उस टाइम। हाँ, तो कुछ कुछ चीजें रिलेट मतलब कर पा रहे थे। और सर जैसे कि एंकरिंग का था, तो फिर ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग सर, जब मैंने आज तक कभी स्कूल में, मुझे पब्लिक फियर है, मतलब मैंने तो जब 26 जनवरी मेरी फर्स्ट मैंने जब होस्ट किया, तब बहुत डर लग रहा था, बहुत ज्यादा। तब मैम ने, फैकल्टी मेंबर, जब टीचर्स ने सपोर्ट किया कि करो करो, मैंने कहा अगर अब नहीं करूंगी तो फिर कब करूंगी, फिर तो ऐसे होता रहेगा। तो इसलिए समय खुद इनिशिएटिव लेती हूँ हर चीज में कि होगा देखते, नहीं होगा तो फिर लेट्स सी। तो
लेकिन अब तुम तो जिस फेज में कॉलेज में आई हो, तुम्हारे लिए तो इट वुड हैव बीन इजी सिंस द थिंग्स आर नॉट हैपनिंग इन द फिजिकल प्लेटफॉर्म. सो आई मीन यू आर सिंपली टॉकिंग टू द स्क्रीन. सो इवन इफ समबडी हैज अ स्टेज फियर, दैट वुड नॉट हैव बीन देयर इन योर केस.
सर बट ये होता है ना कि स्कूल में आज तक कभी कोई असेंबली कुछ बोला तक, एक लाइन तक नहीं बोली थी, एंड सडनली श्रुति थी, जब अभी मैंने एक एंकरिंग की थी सर, तो उसमें एक कल मेरी एंकरिंग और आज रात तक मुझे प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी हिंदी के प्रोनाउंसिएशन में। तो वो चीज मेरे लिए मतलब एक ऑब्स्टिकल एंकरिंग, क्योंकि सर ऑब्वियसली अगर हम एंकरिंग करते हैं तो हमारे हर एक वर्ड क्लियर होने चाहिए। तो मैंने जब खुद अपना वीडियोस देखी, तब खुद को लगता है मुझे नहीं अच्छा तो बाकियों को अच्छा लगेगा। तो मुझे वो चीज, वो ऑब्स्टिकल बस हटाना है, ताकि इसलिए सर मैं बार बार ट्राई करती हूँ कि अब ठीक हो जाएगा, ठीक हो जाएगा।
One should always try. I mean, that's the only thing which can take you towards excellence. There can be no final level wherein anybody can reach any time, but then one should always strive to reach to a certain standard. So that's good. Now again, moving on to Mohsin. Since we are talking about this whole COVID-19 and pandemic and all, and whatever happened during this period, and you all told us that you learned new things and that way it was something good happened. But then as far as education is concerned, all your classes has been happening in the online mode, which was completely new to everybody. To you it was new, to the teachers also it was new. So how did you take this online education, and if you can compare it with the education which was happening in the face-to-face mode in the classroom, and where you were enjoying the most, I mean, as in comparison, and what was more satisfying as far as your education is concerned?
Yeah, understood. So to be honest, sir, the physical classes were much productive than the online classes, because you got to see the teacher in front of you talking to you, or at least you could answer a question impromptu, or you could question something to the teacher. So he would provide you with the answer just at the instant. Speaking of online classes, sir, it was held in Google Meet, our classes for 2 years, that is. And then speaking of managing, sir, basically what I had to do, I mean, I'll be personally sharing my experience. So I had just taken my notebook near me, and whatever was being told to me, I just noted it down. So that did help a lot. But during the exams, at least I could go through the notes and then sit for the exams, nevertheless. And speaking of the gap which is there between the online and the physical classes, sir, most of us, I mean, okay, let's be honest here, not most of us, but still many people don't have the ability to grasp the proper online platform as an education purpose. So many people don't know actually how to access this, how to turn off their mics or turn on their cameras and everything that is related to the online classes. But rest assured, sir, on the online platform, you get to witness a thing which is very new. I mean, while gathering information or while writing something down, when the teachers are speaking to you through the camera, I mean, through the phone or any device which they are connected to. So that made us at least a little bit more relaxed. So, but when we were present physically in front of the teachers, we would be petrified, like if what if I say something wrong, or what if I ask something wrong? What would my classmates think of me? Will I be embarrassed and all that kind of stuff? But in the online classes, that was no more a possibility because we were only facing our display or the screens. So yeah, in a nutshell, sir, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but then the experience of the teachers has been during this period that it is a relaxing time for you people because in the first place, you don't open your video, your camera, and we can never make out as teachers what actually you are doing, whether you are listening to the teachers or not, or in what mental state, physical state you might be. We can never know about that. And that is how there is always a communication gap between the teachers and the students, isn't it?
True, sir. True. That is true, sir.
So moving on to you, Aditi, since I will put the same question to you, I mean, online versus the physical mode, I will not say offline because offline in a way becomes a wrong usage because the physical space was the first and then the online things came. But then you experience both type of education. If I ask you to make a comparison, which was better and how? So what will you say?
Sir, according to me, physical classes is more productive because online classes में ना हम एक communication नहीं बन पाता आपका टीचर के साथ. इन classes हम ज़्यादा attentive रहते हैं कि अगर मैम ने कुछ पूछ लिया और हम embarrassment होगी, डांट पड़ेगी, so we are like नहीं. अदर हैंड इन ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हम लोग ऐसे होते हैं कि चलो ठीक है देखा जाएगा. 80% बच्चे तो ऐसे भी करते हैं कि अगर कुछ पूछ लें नेट इशू है मैम. तो आई डोंट थिंक सो कि मेरे हिसाब से फिजिकल मोड में क्लासेस लेना ज्यादा प्रोडक्टिव था, ज्यादा अच्छे से समझ आता था और हमारी आंखों के सामने अगर कोई प्रैक्टिकली चीज दिखाई जा रही है, कैमरा बिकॉज वी आर यूजिंग लाइक DSLR, हमें कुछ दिखाया जा रहा था, हमें ज्यादा अच्छे से समझ आता था. तो मेरे लिए ऑलवेज लाइक मैं अभी भी ये बोलूंगी कब कॉलेज खोल रहे हैं ताकि हम ज्यादा अच्छे से एक्सप्लोर कर पाए जो शायद हम ऑनलाइन मोड में नहीं कर पा रहे.
अपने क्लासेस में अदिति तुम हमेशा अपना कैमरा ऑन करके रखती हो?
सर कोई भी नहीं करता था, मैं अकेले क्या करूंगी.
कोई से क्या मतलब? इट्स नॉट दैट somebody is doing something and everybody will follow it. Everybody should take his or her own decisions.
नहीं, मैं भी नहीं करती बट मैम करती हैं. एंड हाँ, जब भी मैं होती हूँ तो आई वाज ट्राइंग टू कम्युनिकेट. नहीं तो टीचर्स भी इतने मतलब ज्यादा सपोर्टिव हैं कि उनको हम जब भी कॉल करते हैं लाइक आफ्टर क्लास भी कोई चीज नहीं, इवन टीवी में मैम बोलते हैं अगर तुम्हें कोई टॉपिक नहीं समझ आता तो मुझे आफ्टर क्लास कॉल करके पूछ लो, आई विल हेल्प यू. तो इट्स लाइक तब भी कम्युनिकेशन है बट वो नहीं है जो फिजिकल मोड में होती है.
Okay, so Pranjali, I will put up the same question to you. Though in DME you have not experienced classes in the physical space, you would have been doing those classes in your school, but obviously not at the bachelor's level, and you have been confronting only the online classes. So what has been your experience? What would you say on this?
So ऑफलाइन और ऑनलाइन में कंपेयर कर तो ऑब्वियसली हम लोग तो कॉलेज एक लाइफ, सब कहते हैं कॉलेज लाइफ में जाओगे तुम लोग घूमोगे फिरोगे. तो जैसे ही खत्म हुआ पता चला लॉकडाउन है, तो फिर ये था कि अब तो घूमने की वो थी और एक एक्सपीरियंस, एक नई फील, हर चीज एक्सप्लोर करने का टाइम आया था. तब लॉकडाउन हो गया तो ये था. बट मेरे हिसाब से सर ऑफलाइन ज्यादा बेटर होगा क्योंकि सर एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग मतलब एक्सप्रेशन से भी टीचर को पता चलता है कि बच्चा समझ रहा है कि नहीं समझ रहा. तो इस वजह से आई थिंक. और ऑनलाइन में क्या है कि और जैसे कि अदिति ने बोला कि एक फियर रहता है कि हाँ मुझसे भी कभी भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है, तो इसलिए हम और अटेंटिव रहते हैं उस टाइम. ऑनलाइन में तो सर कैमरा ऑफ करके सब मतलब सुनते रहते हैं. तो
फिजिकल स्पेस में एक आराम और भी था ना कि क्लासेस बंक करने का मौका मिलता था. तो अब घर से बाहर ही नहीं निकल रहे हैं तो वो ऑप्शन भी खत्म हो गया.
हाँ सर कह सकते हैं ये भी.
कॉलेज लाइफ मतलब यही है ना कि क्लासेस नहीं करना और क्लासेस छोड़ के गायब हो जाना. तो वो कॉलेज लाइफ का वो वाला एस्पेक्ट भी मिस हो गया तुम्हारा. तो
आई होप सर जल्दी सब खुले और हम सब एस्पेक्ट वो जल्दी एक्सपीरियंस करें.
Yeah, बिल्कुल जल्दी खुलेगा. We are also hoping कि जल्दी ही खुलेगा, and we all meet you people in the physical space. Now moving on to Mohsin again. Mohsin, regarding your, I mean, your interest, your ambition, your inclination, though you have told us a lot in the last season when we were there in this program, but then in today's program there is new audience as well. So can you tell us something more about your passion, your interest, and particularly what all that you would have pursued in that area during the last one and a half year?
Yeah, sure. I'd be glad to do that. Speaking of my interest, sir, I am a drummer, so I have interest in music, as I had mentioned before also. And rest assured, sir, I have interest in content writing. So presently, I'm working as a content writer for a firm. And then apart from that, sir, I also have an interest in movie reviewing, which I learned the last year from Manmeet ma'am. So she was a very great teacher, and I got the clarity of how to review movies as in a very professional manner. And rest assured, apart from that, I also do neuro-linguistic programming and public speaking. So neuro-linguistic programming is something which is related to one's mind, one's conscience, and how one deals with various setbacks, how one deals with depression, how one deals with suppression, and everything that is related to our personal lives. And public speaking, sir, I have been a certified Toastmaster. So Toastmasters International is a group for public speaking, which has been there for a time immemorial. I guess, if I'm not wrong, it has been there for 12 to 13 years. So by pursuing that also, I had removed my fear of public speaking, which is a very necessary thing as of today, because we need to speak up, we need to express ourselves in a very diligent way so that everyone can connect with us, or everyone can understand what we are trying to say. Yeah. And apart from that, I guess, sir, as a musician, sir, I wanted to be in a band. So the last year, actually, I was hoping to join a band and then perform live in front of a huge audience, which I used to do in my school days. But that was not possible because of the lockdown. And that was the only thing that I had missed. And apart from that, I also missed one of the most integral things of a person's life, that is the college days. So I couldn't live the college days as a normal person would do. And I hope my juniors who are there, they get to live, they get to enjoy the college life, they get to experience, they get to interact with teachers, do the sessions. Yeah, that's only my...
So, I mean, since you are fond of films, and perhaps you would have also taken this film appreciation subject in your BA JMC. So can you tell us something more about your interest in films? And I mean, how do you look at the films? What all you are interested in? What kind of cinema you are fond of? If you can tell about that.
Yeah, of course, sir. Actually, the favorite director whom I always prefer, they are the two topmost directors of my life. One is Satyajit Ray and one is Stanley Kubrick. So Stanley Kubrick made a film called A Clockwork Orange. It was a masterpiece. I mean, everyone should watch that film, in fact. And apart from that, I always review or analyze films from a director's perspective, as in how a director would take the entire story or the entire plot in a certain way which connects to the audience. Because, sir, films are something which we are seeing, but if we are not able to understand or interpret what is being said in the films, or the dialogues, or the actors, the music, which is one of the most important things. So the director's perspective is a very necessary thing if you are going to pursue as a film reviewer in the future course of time. And apart from that, I also appreciate directors such as Anurag Kashyap. Then there is Imtiaz Ali. So I always go with a very artistic perspective, which is something that is different from normal. As in, we have seen the film Rockstar, which was directed by Imtiaz Ali. So there we got to see something very new, something very different, which is not shown in Indian films. And coming to the Hollywood's perspective, one of my favorite directors is Martin Scorsese. So Martin Scorsese used to, he directed films such as The Irishman. Then he directed Taxi Driver, where the all-time legend Robert De Niro is present in those films. And then Todd Phillips is also another good director. So looking at films, sir, I mean, as a general perspective or as a subjective point of view, I would like people to show something that is visible to us in our daily lives, but not on screens. What we see is the lavish kind of luxurious kind of things, the all-time high and the all-time the dance, the music, the fantasism. But we need to show something real, the real integral things of our nation, as well as our connection with different nations.
Yeah.
Such as I would like to bring the example of Article 15, which was a masterpiece. It was one of the very good films, sir. And then another good film was Newton, where Rajkumar Rao was in the head role.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see films which are telling the truth, bringing out the certain story which is present in the mission. So I think I'm taking too much time.
No, fine. It's perfectly fine, and I can easily make out. I mean, for you, the content of the film or the theme of the film or the message that a film carries is much more important, because that is directly addressing your intellect. So that's completely fine. That's now moving on to Aditi. Aditi, if I ask you about your passion, your interest, your inclinations, and all, what will you tell us?
So from day one, I wanted to be an anchor. Like मैंने last episode में last face to face में भी बताया था कि I wanted to be an anchor. उसके लिए मैंने काफी कुछ न्यू चीजें ट्राई की. Firstly, if you want to be an anchor, मतलब सबसे पहले आपको pronunciation अच्छी होनी चाहिए. आपको I don't think so कि एक basic जब आप script लिख रहे हो आपको basic content writing भी must आनी चाहिए. तो that's why I'm taking last में मैंने first lockdown में मैंने एक एज अ कंटेंट प्रोड्यूसर एक यूट्यूब चैनल में काम किया, जहाँ पे आई हैव टू मतलब मुझे एक टॉपिक देते थे ना, आई हैव टू रिसर्च, और उसके बाद मुझे लिखना होता था उसे एक स्टोरी वे पैटर्न में, और उसके बाद मैं वॉइस ओवर देती थी. उसमें उस पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में मैंने काफी अपनी प्रोनाउंसिएशन सुधारी, काफी कुछ थोड़ा बहुत मतलब मेरे को बिल्कुल राइटिंग की हैबिट नहीं थी फ्रॉम डे वन, मुझे नहीं थी, बट उसमें मैंने काफी कुछ नया सीखा. एंड राइट नाउ आई एम इंटर्निंग इन आर्ट ऑफ पब्लिक स्पीकिंग. इट वाज लाइक एक कोर्स है टाइप, जिसमें बहुत सारे लोगों को पब्लिक स्पीकिंग के ऊपर पढ़ाया जाता है, कुछ लाइक इवेंट्स कराए जाते हैं, और उसके अंदर कॉम्पिटिशन्स होते हैं, लाइक स्टोरी टेलिंग, अलग अलग टाइप के कॉम्पिटिशन, और जिसे मैं एंकर करती हूँ और उस पर पे लेती हूँ हर एक उस पर. इट वाज माय फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट ऑप्शन, मुझे यही करना है, बट माय पेरेंट्स वांट टू बी कि मैं एक आरजे बन जाऊं, एंकर को छोड़ के आरजे बन जाऊं. उनके लिए वो ज्यादा अच्छा है, बट मेरे लिए यही है क्योंकि मेरा डे वन से.
इफ यू कैन टेल अस कि दोनों में क्या फर्क है? तुम एंकर बनना चाहती हो, तुम्हारे फैमिली मेंबर्स तुम्हें आरजे बनाना चाहते हैं, तो कैन यू ड्रॉ अ डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन द टू?
सो बेसिकली आरजे के लिए उनका जो मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ, उनका बेसिकली ये है कि न्यूज एंकर, इफ मैं आगे जाती हूँ न्यूज एंकर बनती हूँ तो मेरे को डेली जाना है. उनका एक पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के बाद उनके फ्लेक्सिबल आवर्स होते हैं, वो कभी भी फोन, इवन वो रात के 12 बजे भी मुझे बोले, किसी स्टेट में भी बोले, तो आई हैव टू डू, मुझे जाना पड़ेगा. बट एक आरजे के टाइम में आपकी वही जो एक वर्क आवर की टाइम की जॉब होगी, तो दैट्स व्हाई वी वांटेड कि मैं आरजे करूं ताकि वो एक टाइम रहे और मैं अपनी फैमिली को टाइम दे सकूं. दैट्स व्हाट.
मेरे ख्याल में तुमको उनका मिसकंसेप्शन दूर करना चाहिए. ये बड़ी कन्वेंशनल तरीके से तुम्हें मालूम है कि आरजे क्या करते हैं. आरजे फील्ड में भी जाते हैं और बहुत सा इस तरह का काम करते हैं विच आर नॉर्मली नॉट अंडरस्टूड, नॉट नोन टू द पीपल, right? And one important thing, whether it's RJ or you become a news anchor, one important thing according to me is that you have to be well versed with what is happening around, and then you have to be a knowledgeable person. You have to be interested in reading a lot so that you can understand your society, your people in a better way. So since you are interested in anchoring, as you told me last time as well, and now this 1 year has passed, what all you have read during this 1 year?
Recently, last time, जैसे कि अभी हमारा FER में भी चल रहा है, and आपने ही हमें कश्मीर पे कुछ चीजें रिकमेंड की है, और मुझे पता था आप मुझसे क्वेश्चन जरूर पूछोगे. तो that's what I'm doing. अभी I was मतलब पहले मैंने असम NRC पे पढ़ा कि असम NRC में क्या क्या हुआ. काफी टाइम हो गया उसे पढ़े हुए. मैंने असम NRC पे पढ़ा. मैंने 25 years ऑफ इंटरनेट के ऊपर पढ़ा. ऐसे मतलब छोटे छोटे ब्लॉग्स में पढ़ती रही बीच बीच में, लाइक जब भी मुझे टाइम मिला। एंड नाउ अभी अभी तो मैं खैर वो कश्मीर वाला ही पढ़ रही हूँ जिसपे आपने हमें काफी सारी रिसर्च दी है। तो वी आर डूइंग दिस राइट नाउ विद लाइक टीम। Let's see now.
Yeah, though there's a chat show and I'm involving you in certain discussions, but at the same time, I would like to tell you this also, that whatever is being taught by the teachers, that is one, but then one must always try, I mean, at your level, at the students level, you should always try to learn from your peers. As you said about Assam, so immediately it clicked to my mind that if you ask something about Assam to Mohsin, or did you ask about Assam to Tina? Because these are the things wherein you can get most of the things firsthand based on the experience. So both the things are important. Your firsthand thing which you learn in the company of your friends, and also what all you read or what all is being taught to you by your teachers. Right? So moving on to you, Pranjali, what will you tell us about your interests, your inclinations and all?
So starting से ही interest मुझे anchoring में है, and इसलिए मैंने पहला जैसे ही मुझे पता चला 26 जनवरी को एंकरिंग करने, मैंने तुरंत अपना नाम दे दिया, फिर स्क्रिप्ट एंड ऑन लिखी, फिर उस पर रिहर्स किया क्योंकि प्रोनाउंसिएशन, क्योंकि नाम का हिंदी में ही बोलना है तो प्रोनाउंसिएशन में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स आई। फिर
अच्छा, एक आई विल इंटरप्ट यू, ये अदिति ने भी शायद कहा, तुम भी कह रही हो, दोनों को ही एंकर बनना है। हिंदी में प्रोनाउंसिएशन में दिक्कत है, ये बात कुछ मेरे गले नहीं उतरती। एनीबडी शुड बी वेल वर्स्ड इन हिज और हर मदर टंग, दैट्स द फर्स्ट थिंग व्हिच वन हैज टू हैव। सो व्हाई दिस काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम इज देयर, कैन यू टेल मी दैट?
लाइक सर, हम बेसिक नोट्स बहुत गलत बोलते हैं, लाइक जैसे फिर हम बोलते हैं फिर, इट्स फिर बोलने को यह लोग लिखते हैं यह, एंड सब पढ़ते हैं यह, बट वो ये बोला जाता है। आई डोंट नो, बहुत लोग करते हैं, बट मुझे भी ये पहले नहीं पता था, मुझे बाद में ही पता चला कि वो यह नहीं बोलते, उसे ये बोलेंगे। तो लाइक छोटी छोटी चीजें जो हम गड़बड़ करते हैं।
हाँ प्रांजलि, चलो बताओ।
तो सर जैसे कि उन्होंने बोला, सेम प्रॉब्लम थी, एंड मैं जब कोई भी चीज डिसाइड करती हूँ तो बहुत फास्ट फास्ट करती हूँ। ये मैंने जब मैं खुद शीशी के सामने मैंने प्रैक्टिस करी, बहुत बार करी, तब जाके समझ में कि ये चीज मेरे में है। तो फिर उसी को ओवरकम करने के लिए बार बार मैं प्रैक्टिस करती गई, तो फिर वो हुआ। उसके बाद मैंने गिव अप नहीं किया। मैं डिसअपॉइंट हो गई थी अपनी थोड़ी परफॉर्मेंस से कि मैंने बहुत प्रोनाउंसिएशन बहुत जगह गलत बोली। मैंने कहा ट्राई करूंगी फिर से, तब तक करने तो नहीं होता है मुझसे, तो इसलिए मैंने बार बार हिंदी में ही कर रही हूँ ताकि वो चीज, मेरी प्रोनाउंसिएशन वाली प्रॉब्लम और जो मैं बहुत जल्दी जल्दी बोलती हूँ वो चीज हो जाए। और बस।
तो तुम, I mean, you are interested in anchoring, so did you follow some anchors who you feel are good?
So पर्सनल जैसे कि फेसबुक पे मैंने बहुत सारे पेजेस, आज तक, वो सब मैंने फॉलो करती रहती हूँ। बेसिकली मैंने फेसबुक उसी के लिए यूज किया है क्योंकि 12th तक तो फेसबुक वो सब, अब जब पता चला तो इसलिए मैंने वो मतलब आज तक, एनडीटीवी, इन सबको ही फॉलो करो सो दैट अपडेट्स कुछ मतलब मिलती है।
So moving on to Mohsin again. Mohsin, can you tell us something about your family members, your friends, and your I mean, all those phases of life which are more soft, which are more light in nature?
Yeah, of course, sir. My family, we are a family of 4. So my mom, dad, and my little sister, her class 8, and my mom's a PR person, so she works in a PSU, which goes by the name of Numalika Refinery Limited. So she's the public relations executive there. And my father, he's a civil engineer. He also works at a PSU, which is known as Engineers India Limited. So the headquarters of Engineers India Limited is at Bikaji Kama place, as you have seen it earlier, I might add. And then rest assured, sir, my sister, she's a very jolly kind of person. She's a class 8 standard. So I don't think I have anything to tell about my sister as of such.
Yeah.
And my friends, sir, I'm a person who keeps friends very close to me because they are the people who you can share something. They are the people who you can depend upon if you have any setback in your life. My friends, sir, there has been a very major setback in my life, which I would like to share also here. So I had left engineering. I had done engineering from the computer science department from Vellore Institute of Technology. It's a institute in Vellore, which is, I guess, 30 or 40 kilometers from Chennai through train. So after leaving engineering, I had a setback that I would lose these friends and I would get a newer environment wherein I would have to make friends. I would have to make amends with people, build up connections. So speaking of that, sir, as I had arrived in DME, I was a very introvert person. I didn't like to talk with people. And Pramod sir also gave me the title of lone wolf. Because I always remained alone and I didn't interact with people much because I was a very reserved kind of person. But on the verge of the 3 years, or I would say 1 year, which was in college life, that made me more interactive with people. So that enabled things with me, that enabled things with my friends, with my professors. And then that made me realize that I can get a more better perspective or a better opportunity, if I might add. So that would be my background.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have done justice much to it because I couldn't answer it in a very precise manner.
No, it's fine. So Aditi, what will you tell us about your family members, your friends, and obviously as Mohsin referred to some teachers, if you can tell us about the teachers as well.
Sir, actually we are a family of 4. मेरा छोटा भाई है जो 8th क्लास में है, मम्मा मेरी हाउसवाइफ है एंड माय फादर इज अ बिजनेसमैन. सो घर पे कुछ ऐसा सिनेरियो नहीं था. मैं आपको एक स्टोरी बताना चाहूँगी जो मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी शेयर की थी. मेरे पेरेंट्स चाहते थे कि मैं BBA करूँ क्योंकि मेरे पास साइंस थी एंड मेरे पेरेंट्स चाहते थे कि हमारे घर में सब IITians हैं, नीट है, इंजीनियर्स हैं, डॉक्टर्स हैं. तो सबने बोला कि सबने ही साइंस लिया तो तुम भी साइंस ले लो. तो मेरा इंटरेस्ट नहीं था, तो मुझे लगा कि मैं इसमें कुछ कर ही नहीं पाऊंगी, मुझे जो करना है वो ये करना है. तो देखो लाइक नहीं ये लाइन मत लो, वही लो. तो इस बात पे मेरी काफी बहस रही. मैंने इस वजह से आफ्टर 12th ड्रॉप कर दिया कि मैं BBA ना करूं या BMS ना करूं, मुझे जो करना है मैं वही करूं. एट लास्ट वो 1 साल में वो एग्री कर गए कि छोड़ो, मतलब ये नहीं सुनने वाली. तो उसके बाद मैंने PGMC ऑप्ट करी. आई डू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स. अभी यहाँ पे 2 लोग तो मुझे दिख रहे हैं. खैर चेतना गर्ग, थिएटर के साथ मेरा काफी अच्छा बॉन्ड रहा, वहाँ मेरे काफी फ्रेंड्स भी रहे. तो आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स. और मेरे लिए कॉलेज पीरियड इज लाइक वो जो पीरियड था 6 months 7 months जो मैं गई हूँ वो बहुत अमेजिंग था मेरे लिए. बट अभी क्या है कि सब अपना अपने काम में बिजी हैं तो हम इतना बात कर नहीं पाते यूजुअली. इट वाज अ वेरी नाइस टाइम फॉर मी. एंड अबाउट द फैकल्टी, टीना मैम, कृतिका मैम, the most close, Sumantra sir, Bala ma'am is also there. मतलब उनके साथ एक ऐसा बॉन्ड था कि मैं उन्हें फोन करती हूँ and they were like, हाँ दीदी बोलो क्या हुआ. तो I was like, मैम this problem. तो मैम उसका सोल्यूशन देंगे, बोलेंगे आराम से सोचो, परेशान मत हो. इवन I discussed my family problems, like ये जो डिप्रेशन वाला फेस चल रहा था मेरे घर में, मैंने टीना मैम के साथ भी शेयर किया था फोन पे. एंड उन्होंने काफी सपोर्ट किया. उन्होंने मुझे काफी कुछ चैंटिंग्स करने को दी, कुछ मेडिटेशन करने को बोला, काफी कुछ उन्होंने मुझे सपोर्ट किया. तो वाज लाइक मेरे लिए फैकल्टी वाज लाइक माय फैमिली. उन्होंने हमेशा मुझे अपने बच्चे की तरह ट्रीट किया है.
Okay, so moving on to Pranjali, what will you tell us about your family, your friends and your teachers?
So basically we are a family of 4 and my dad is property dealer, businessman, and मेरी मम्मा हाउसवाइफ है, मेरा भाई 11th में है. एंड रही बात फ्रेंड्स की, ऑनलाइन मोड में सर स्कूल के फ्रेंड्स सर पहले सुनती थी कि सब सीनियर्स के मतलब कहते थे कि 12th के बाद कोई फ्रेंडशिप नहीं रहती. तो बट हमें लगता है नहीं, हमारी फ्रेंडशिप रहेगी. बट एक टाइम के बाद पता चल गया कि हाँ नहीं रहती है. सब अपनी लाइफ में बिजी हो जाते हैं. एंड लॉकडाउन में स्टिल हम लोग वीडियो कॉल से बात करते थे. बट अब जब से सब अपना कॉलेज में बिजी, अपने इवेंट्स में भी सब ऐसे हो गए हैं. और सर कॉलेज में सीनियर्स आर बेस्ट, मैं तो यही बोलूंगी. क्योंकि श्रुति दी ने जैसे सपोर्ट किया मुझे इवेंट में, मेरी एंकरिंग में, मुझसे नहीं हो रहा था बट स्टिल शी सेड होगा. इवन कृष्णा मैम, फोटोग्राफी सर ऑनलाइन थोड़ी टफ थी सीखना, बट सचिन सर ने उसको ऐसे वे में पढ़ाया है कि उतनी टफ नहीं लगी. तो मतलब सर ओवरऑल फ्रेंडशिप थोड़ा मतलब अभी कह नहीं सकते कि ऑनलाइन मोड में ही फ्रेंड्स बनाए हैं, तब तक उनसे ऑफलाइन में जब तक नहीं मिलोगे ऐसा कुछ कह नहीं सकती, बट टीचर्स आर, मतलब बाला मैम ने फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में पढ़ाया, मतलब बहुत अच्छा, मतलब
मतलब तुम्हारे साथ जैसा इशिका वाधवा जैसा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं हुआ, जैसा उसने बताया कि ऑफलाइन में फ्रेंड ऑनलाइन में फ्रेंडशिप हुई एंड देन व्हेन शी मेट विद दोस पीपल इन फेस टू फेस,
हाँ।
दैट वाज ए बेटर बॉन्डिंग व्हिच हैपेंड इन द फ्रेंडशिप.
सो ऑनलाइन में जैसे कि उसने कहा था कि जो वो स्वीटेस्ट वो एरोगेंट निकले और एरोगेंट वो स्वीटेस्ट निकले, तो सब मैंने सिर्फ कुछ ही फ्रेंड्स बनाए थे, मीन्स तीन या चार होंगे मेरे उसमें, तो बट वो वैसे ही थे जैसे मैंने उनसे बात मिली, मैंने औरों से इंटरेक्ट ही नहीं किया इतना ज्यादा। मैंने कहा अभी नहीं, जब मे बी जब कॉलेज खुलेगा तब इन लोगों से बात की जाएगी, अभी सिर्फ 4-5 ही काफी है।
So there's a lot time to go. I mean, you will be there in the college for 2 years, and hopefully that will be in the physical mode. So you will get enough time to make friends and to enjoy the college life. So moving on towards the conclusion of the program, Mohsin, any final statement that you would like to make?
Yeah, there's a Hawaiian saying, "Carpe diem." It means seize the day. What we have is what we have today. Expecting something tomorrow, bringing up our pasts, our setbacks which have been there before, it's no use. Speaking on a very personal perspective, I have been, I can say, graduated from DLE. Now I'm pursuing my career as a job of a content writer. So my life, I don't know, it doesn't have any definition. So why not I live with all the resources that I have at a much better way? If it is possible, I mean, because it is different with everyone. I know that, and I can understand that, because it differs. Life matters from person to person. But my definition of life is LIFE. The abbreviation stands for living in full enthusiasm. That's it, sir.
Great. Good, Mohsin. So moving on to Aditi, any final thing that you would like to make?
So मेरे हिसाब से पॉजिटिविटी मस्ट है. अगर आपकी लाइफ में पॉजिटिविटी नहीं है तो इट वुड वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर एवरीवन टू लिव. और मेरे लिए एक्सपेक्ट मत करो, एक्सेप्ट करो. अगर हम चीजें एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं तो ज्यादा बेटर रहता है, क्योंकि हम एक्सपेक्ट करते रहते हैं और फिर कुछ गलत हो जाता है तो बहुत बुरा लगता है. तो दैट्स व्हाट, एक्सेप्ट करो, डोंट एक्सपेक्ट टू मच, बस एक्सेप्ट कर लो, जो हो रहा है ठीक है.
So great. Pranjali, what will you say finally at the end of the program?
So मैं यही बोलना चाहूंगी कि हर चीज जो भी हम लाइफ में सीखते हैं, हर चीज कहीं ना कहीं काम जरूर आती है. तो हर चीज को एक अप्रोच लेके चलो, मतलब हर चीज सीखो. ये मत सोचो कि ये मेरी फील्ड का नहीं है तो शायद मुझे काम ना आए. ऐसा नहीं है, पढ़ते हैं सीखते हैं, वो हमेशा काम आता है. तो
So that's great. Every participant of today's session has his her own philosophy, which is always good. One has to have his or her own thinking, and then but ultimate one common string is there, that everybody is positive and thinks good and wants to do something good. So that's a welcome thing. With this note, we wind up today's episode, and we will meet another edition the next week. Thank you.